What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Stellaris and the One System Challenge. We're very much in the end game. Perhaps this is even going to be the last episode because we either get wiped out or we somehow manage to defeat the various bad fallen empires as well as the Contingency. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I doing in all of this? I've realized I'm not strong enough to do anything on my own at the moment, so I'm kind of waiting for the Contingency to actually attack my allies, my Federation partners, because only then I think we can really do anything. We need to have a combined effort. The Guardians of the Galaxy and their 80,000 fleet strength was destroyed by the Contingency, so that was pretty sad. I thought, yeah, they're gonna do it. No, they did not. So what I want to do now is I've built up the Federation fleet to as much as possible, really. We have 1 Titan, 13 battleships, all of which I have built, and I just want to test their strength against this dimensional horror. Check out that thing. Just check out that thing. It looks so horrible. Ugh, gross. We definitely need to get rid of this. Surprisingly, we are still out of range, but we're being attacked by some weird tentacles here. Apparently our shields can hold against that, but yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. Our Titan actually got some damage in. Very, very nice. And as long as our shields are holding, because these are battleships, very good. It's looking pretty good. And we've lost some fleet strength already. But we did destroy his shield if he ever had one. I don't know. And we killed it. Now that we destroyed this horror, we detect some unusual energy readings, and potentially this could lead to some scientific breakthroughs. We have just learned of a machine uprising in the Covenant of Dis-Sia. This is very, very troublesome, and I've come to the conclusion that even though we may not be able to do much, we have to help the galaxy somehow, and here's what we'll do. I will ask my Federation to declare several wars. One against the machine uprising, one against the xenophobes, and one against the defective custodians. So unfortunately, my Federation partners did not want to go to war against anybody, really. So we're gonna have to wait until we're being completely destroyed. It's already beginning. You can see a huge Contingency fleet here that is slowly advancing into our Federation territory, and once they reach our home system, we're toast. But until then, we'll try and do what we can. We can go for the pursuit of profit, giving us a little bit more unity. It's not really a big deal, but we do get more minerals because the finisher reduces the consumer goods, and of course we can pick a new ascension perk. And the only thing that makes sense here is the galactic force projection. I'm currently building up another habitat where we can get more energy and build a resource replicator to get our energy and mineral production up, and then we're just gonna have to build ships. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is the year 2501, roughly 300 years since the start of the game. Now, as you can see, I've turned off the hyper lanes here so that you can properly see the borders. The Contingency has not been stopped. I don't even think there has been a single fleet destroyed. We have some big fleets here. Probably this is the biggest, like assembly of 64,000 troops, or Navy, 58,000, but they still can't do anything against a single one of the Contingency fleets. And this is the issue not only here, but also here, as you can see, up here, obviously, and basically in all quadrants of the galaxy. And now, we're gonna have to prepare for the final stand, because there is our system. It will be attacked by a massive fleet of 171,000. Now, I think that there might actually be a good chance that we're going to destroy this fleet. There is a possibility. I'm not sure. It's certainly not certain, but there is a big possibility. I've been building up Let's actually turn that back on because I feel weird without it. I've been building up, as you can see. We have our starbase, 42,000 fleet strength. We do have this one iron cannon here. Then we've got, unfortunately, no Titan, but we have gotten 3 battleships, 8 cruisers, 16 destroyers, and 32 corvettes in our own fleet. We've got some of our Federation buddies here with 3 cruisers and a few other ships. And then we have the Federation fleet that I, once again, kind of exploited after we were no longer the leader, giving us basically free reign over these 6 ships with no upkeep. This is what we have, and we have one other trick up our sleeve, and that is obviously our essential perk, giving us plus 50 damage, and we can go for a special edict here called Desperate Measures. In our home territory, our fire rate is increased by 40%. There's 171 that have landed. We have, it seems like our strength has immediately upgraded. Oh, this is probably the fire rate that has upgraded. Yeah, what kind of strength is this? This is 110k versus 171, but we do have 50% extra damage. So there's a possibility we win. There's a possibility that we win this. So let me see if we can get a good view of this. Who gets the first shot? Was that us?
Mineral extraction platform lost.
Oh no, they destroyed one of our platforms. Okay. I think it's time that we engage with all fleets, and then hopefully
fleeing aggressors.
Our starbase will do its thing. Okay, these are some plasma things. Oh, damn. Holy shit! They roasted... What? They completely killed our battleships. Wow. They just destroyed the Federation. That was 4 battleships. What? The first salvo, and we already lost basically an incredible amount of our strength, which sucks. Where's our? Oh, there we go. That was a nice shot. All right, I'm gonna have a let it play out. I don't know if we can do this, but we're definitely dealing some damage. Look at this.
Science ship tragically lost.
Lost the science ship. Can't really do anything about that. Okay, 30k, 50k. We've got 50k against 130. That's not working out. We lost already all of our battleships. Holy shit. Yeah, this is not at all. It's not even close. It's not even close. Oh, God. Wow. Wow. Alright. So, they just completely demolished our station. They didn't leave anything. But I gotta say, I think we did the best out of everyone so far. We brought this down to 125k. I don't think anyone has ever been able to do that. Our science habitat is already being overrun, and while our main planet is...
Colony lost to invaders.
Is being bombarded like hell. I'm trying, last thing I can do, I'm replacing some of our labs with fortress, with strongholds and later fortresses, and I'm building up armies. That's all I can really do. So there's at least one thing that I'm proud about, and that is that the Contingency apparently considers us quite a threat, because they've sent 2 fleets into our system as well as 3 armies, or I guess 2 full-strength armies of 1,100. Alright, it's happening, guys. We are being invaded.
Aggressor soldiers landing.
The enemy soldiers are landing, and they have twice our strength, so I don't think we're going to be able to do much, even though we have, you know, we're very strong, but yeah, I don't think we can quite deal with this. Army strength at 33. Yeah, our individual strength is weaker, and they bring more troops. They're also attacking us here, and yeah, before we can even finish anything. So I guess what we'll do is who are we gonna give this to? I think we're gonna give this to the these guys. They have the best chance of winning. So let's offer a trade deal here. So I've transferred all of my energy credits, most of this to the Fallen Empire, but also I've distributed to our friends from the Federation and the Carillion Union, just because I think the psionic people might have a better chance to fight than we do. Yeah, we can probably stop building this. That won't really help much. And we could watch the fight here, but I think it's pretty clear who's going to win here. So let's instead actually watch the battle here for our home. Now our planet has been very much destroyed. I mean, just look at all the ruined buildings. There's even, like, the entire tile has been destroyed. It's crazy. But yeah, let's watch this as our final stand.
Aggressor soldiers landing.
If we could at least kill one of their machines, I would be a happy man. Damn. All those years we've survived.
Handshake protocols activated.
The Coron Union. Oh, they want food? Look at this. They don't even need food.
Colony lost.
Okay, I gotta say something. We just lost our colony, but look at these guys. They actually stood with us. Just something I need to mention before we die here. They stood with us when their home was destroyed. They stayed in our system. They defended with us. Not very successful, but they did it anyways. And now they're offering us food, something they cannot even use for energy credits to help us out here. That is incredible. Of course, we're going to decline because they can't do anything with the food, but it's a very nice gesture. Thank you. Thank you, Megazord. I will not forget this gesture. So this is the last look at our planet's surface because we're going to get conquered very, very quickly here. Yeah, our last two defending armies.
Colony lost to invaders.
And we have lost. There it is, utterly defeated. Your empire has been destroyed, and we can now choose to continue the game as an observer, which I might very well do. Now, I've just been currently looking at our stats. Obviously, it doesn't really show much in terms of planets, pops, or military fleets, because all of this has been destroyed. But it does show our research, interestingly enough, where, as you can see, we have surpassed some of the other nations here. Of course, we're actually better in technology than both of our Federation partners. So I want to leave off this video with a few thoughts that occurred to me, or that came to me over the course of this series. First of all, I want to say that I had tons of fun with this campaign, despite it ending in a defeat. It was still very enjoyable to do this. However, I will likely never attempt the one system or one planet challenge, for that matter, again, unless something dramatically changes about Stellaris. And honestly, I don't even know if I want Stellaris to change in a way that would, convince me to go for a second attempt with this challenge. I hope you're still with me, but basically, I don't think it should be possible for an empire ruling over just a single system to dominate the galaxy. It's not realistic, and if we ever reach that point in Stellaris, then the game is just too easy. Now, I know that I could have turned down the difficulty, I could have turned down the crisis strength, and maybe given me some kinds of other bonuses, and of course, now, without a doubt, I could have played more optimal. And this is actually some of the things that I would like to mention for those of you who might want to try this challenge for themselves. First of all, one thing I've learned quickly was that an early Unity building goes a really long way. Now, obviously, your starting planet only has so many tiles. Life Seeder is probably the best choice. I think I picked that civic or trait relatively well, but still, you only have 25 tiles, and I didn't want to, spend that on Unity, but it would have really helped knocking out these traditions, and that would have obviously given us access to the tech ascendancy perk and ascension perk, and more importantly, the habitat ascension perk. This is probably the most crucial for this one system challenge, because once I got the habitats up, I was actually able to kind of compete with the other empires, surprisingly. So this is definitely something you want to get up early, and if you play better, like if I had just changed a few things, I could have had the habitats probably 80 years earlier, at least my first habitat. And from then on, obviously, I would have snowballed much quicker. In the end there, I was actually superior in technology, equivalent or superior in technology, and my fleet power was, you know, kind of comparable to some of the other empires. But yeah, as I said, an early Unity building is definitely something you want to invest in. It is certainly worth the price. And then don't be willy-nilly with the traditions like I was. Discovery is a strong start. And then you either want to move on to Prosperity, or probably Prosperity is the best. I picked Domination early and didn't really do anything with it. I was too passive. I was not aggressive enough. I think that if you wanna have vassals in this game, then you should pick Domination, at least the adopted tier, early, and then go aggressive and actually get some vassals. Otherwise, you'll end up like me with no vassal at all. The other thing is obviously Federation, or the diplomacy tradition, and whether or not that's worth it. The no upkeep fleet is a nice feature, certainly, and it definitely benefits in a small empire, but I doubt it is worth having to rely on the AI. Like, honestly, so many times that they have just suicided my ships, or that they have completely just changed the layout of the ships. Like, I built 6 battleships, and they were really powerful, and they somehow the AI managed to fuck them up to make them really, really terrible. And they also, you know, they destroyed the Titan. I don't even know what they did with it, but they somehow sacrificed it. At the end of the day, I don't think the Federation is worth it, because the only benefit they have is that upkeep thing. But one thing you lose out on is the many defensive pacts I could have gotten, like individual pacts with other nations. I was forced to cooperate with these Mechazurs, and I was called into so many wars because of them that I probably would not have had to fight on my own, because people liked me due to the xenophile stuff. So going alone without a Federation is probably the better approach. If you do want to go for Federation, you should probably also only do that if you are somewhere in the middle, where you actually border various nations, because then you have more of a chance to invite them to your Federation. I was always so far away that the distance modifier, was so powerful. I could, you know, only ever get really one civilization into my Federation. If you are, you know, stuck like me on the rim, then you should probably go for Domination and get some vassals. And if you do that, be aggressive and not as passive as me. That is basically all I took away from this. If I was ever to do that again, I would change these things. Everything else, I mean, yeah, there's still plenty of things you could have done better. You could have probably built the ships better than I did, and so on and so forth. But I think for the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, because, you know, we saw the Contingency fleet. We were at home, we had all the benefits we could possibly get, and we were still defeated by this one single fleet they had. And they had so many more fleets. And one thing, I'm not even sure if I showed you this, but they have a massive fleet of 429k. So these fleets, they're just the small scouting fleets. Each one of their cores that you need to destroy has such a massive fleet. I would have never been able to destroy this. So, my final words on this. Is it fun? A fun series to do? Yes. Are you able to win? Probably not, because you simply lack the strength, the fleet power, and the economy to take on the crisis in the end. And the AI on its own is incapable of doing this. There is one last thing that I would like to check out, and that is replay our final battle. Because when we did it the first time, we immediately lost a huge portion of our strength. We lost our 4 Federation battleships that took the brunt of the damage. And so what I've done now is I've basically moved them to the back so that our screens can take the initial damage, absorb it a little bit, and then we can deal a little bit more damage. I still think that we are going to lose because it was quite a significant defeat, but maybe we can just, you know, reduce their strength a little bit more. So everything else is the same. So yeah, I guess we'll engage them slowly.
Fleeing aggressors.
Okay, let's attack.
Fleeing aggressors.
Okay, our strike craft are coming. Our iron thing. Okay, so this cannon immediately roasted one of their ships. 3k strength gone.
Mineral extraction platform lost.
This is looking much better.
Mineral extraction platform lost.
Ah, well, I mean, we're still losing strength quickly. Holy hell.
Mineral extraction platform lost.
We do have 4 battleships left.
Science ship tragically lost.
But they're down to
Science ship
100k.
tragically lost.
They have fewer than 100k? That's amazing. And we have cruisers left. Okay. It's not amazing, but it is quite a difference. So yeah, this, we still lost. And they still have 88k left. I mean, it's it's still an amazing defeat, but still quite different. I mean, they had a 130 or 120 left last time I did it, and now just changing our positioning was 40k difference in fleet strength. So this does have a huge impact, but obviously it was still it was never meant to be a victory. Either way, that was the last thing I wanted to show you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, whatever that may be.